common mistakes to avoid and stay away from. Hello and welcome to today's episode on BSE's Investor Education Awareness Series. I'm Siddharth Zarabi, and today we'll take a look at what you need to stay away from or avoid when it comes to investing in the stock market. The best part about mistakes is that they can be avoided entirely simply by being informed and aware. Let's look into some of the common mistakes and identify ways in which you can turn them to your advantage. Buying a stock in a sector you do not understand. Number one. Although this may sound a little silly perhaps, many investors actually end up buying shares in a business that they have absolutely no idea about. They just buy because it may appear hot, it's a new trend, the in thing, maybe sounds fancy, or is just a tip from a friend. I don't have to tell you, this can be very, very dangerous. It's important that you learn about the industry and the business you are interested in before you put your hard-earned money into it. Next up, expecting way too much from your stock investment. Well, here, if you're an investor, keep a long-term perspective in mind. Give yourself an investment time frame of at least 5 years to start seeing any significant and major results. You need to know that unless the company grows, the share price will not grow, and consequently, you may not receive any profits from your investments. If you end up exiting in haste, remember, haste makes waste, and you could lose the opportunity of building significant wealth. Next up, and again a common mistake, copying a successful investor's portfolio. Now let's take for example a successful stock investor story like Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. If you were to go through his portfolio, and you can do that online, you will be able to see his holdings. You end up thinking, he's making a profit, let me copy it, because copying this investment means that you as an investor are on the right track. You couldn't be more wrong. And here's why. First, when you invest in a company, you have to know at what level you must invest. Secondly, know your risk profile, financial goals, and the time horizon. Imitating a successful investor's portfolio and profile could fail for you simply because their risk appetite, their goals, and their time horizon are completely different from yours. So, do not make this mistake of being a copycat. I hope we have been able to clear up some misconceptions and help you on your investment journey. And once again, before I leave, here is a word of advice. Take a look.
So the most common mistake which most investors make is not keeping a line between the trading and the investing part. The trader often becomes an investor and the investor often becomes a trader. To simply put it, I'll give you an example. If you bought RCom when it was at its heydays in 700 rupees and you traded in that stock for say 50, 100 rupees and you lost money, and you kept that trading part and you didn't get out when your stop losses got hit, you turned that trade into an investment, it became zero. Similarly, if you bought Infosys and you tried to exit it for 100 rupees to catch it on the downside and you could never re-enter, you lost the greatest opportunity of a wealth creator. So the trader trades the price. He is there when the market is bearish, he will sell first. When the market is bullish, he will buy first. The investor is there in the business. He is not looking for the next 3 weeks or the next 3 months or 3 years. He's looking at the next 10 years, 15 years where wealth is created. Often the investor and the trader, they don't know which side of the fence they are, and hence they lose money. They do it for the short term, get involved, get on the losses, and then they try to cover it up. That is the wrong approach. If you are a trader, you have to trade both sides. There is nothing called not selling first and being bearish and making money. because in a bear market, 4 times more money is made than a bull market. Also, the caveat here is that when you are an investor, you should be looking at opportunities such as this, which is a once in a lifetime, where COVID and fear has taken over and prices are giving you once in a lifetime opportunity. But the trader has to be beware, because there is fear and he has to be quick-witted in when he gets in and get out. So often you have to always be very careful of where you draw the line between a trader and an investor. The investor never becomes a trader, and a trader never becomes the investor.